and welcome. This is the Silent K, and today we're playing some MekHQ. But first, a real quick shout out to Preston C, who followed on YouTube. Thanks for the follow, and don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that good jazz. So we're starting off looking at the personnel log, and I remember transferring this Benisa Nakamura from being an injured infantryman, infantry woman, to being an administrator. And I was going through, and I happened to notice all the way down here in the green soldiers, so way down here, yes, we have another green soldier who has lost a leg, so I'm thinking it's appropriate to change that role. Are there any MekHQ config files that you mess around with to get Mukai's roles going with ATV? No, so far as I'm aware, most of Mukai is it's on you to keep track of. So as far as the configuration files, no, not that I'm aware of. So we're going to spend XP, and I'm thinking we don't need any more administrators. We already have 4 of each type of administrator, but what we do need is aerotechs. Even a green aerotech is going to be hugely beneficial to us. So that is what this guy is going to become. Oh yeah, now he's down here in the zeros. Bradley Vodarski. We're going to change primary role to AeroSpace Tech. So he's now going to be up here, way up at the top of the list. We need to, of course, assign him to a unit, none, and we need to find an infantryman to take his spot if we've got one. We also have, we got here, lost his right foot. And he actually has some XP, so he could be potentially also an aero tech. But first, let me see if I've got regular soldier. There we go. We can assign you to unit. The only unit that's missing a person now. And we do have some other regular soldiers so that we can swap this guy out as well. And I think this guy is also going to be an aero tech. Skill, aero tech, down to 7s. And can we do it again? We cannot, he needs 10. So that's going to be changed primary role to AeroSpace Tech. Up here, assigned to unit, none. Down here to the regular soldiers that have no unit assigned. Wherever they were, there they are. And we're going to assign to unit field gunners. All right, so that should be all of our soldiers now able-bodied. So yeah, last week we did this scenario blockade run on a space map, and we did not do very well, largely because I'm not as familiar with the rules for aerospace, particularly in space where you have to keep track of things like momentum, and I'm not really sure exactly how thrust works. So that said, we do have some repairs that are going to be coming in, but since the deployment period is 2 days, they won't be back in the hangar until tomorrow, I believe. So in the meantime, we've got nothing in the repair bay. The infirmary is set to go. We don't have any parts needing fixing, although I did notice we were running low on armor again already, so I added some to the procurement list. So we'll see how that goes on the next day. We've got maintenance on the Atlas, which is, I'm still seeing a good number of Ds, but I feel like the Ds are outnumbered by As. I'm not seeing as many Bs as I would have expected. And the Sabuku Kaze also moving upwards. I still see 1 D, but it looks like a lot of those Ds are improving to Cs at this point. So we've got 10 more tons of armor have arrived. We've got the Clint refit in 15 days, give or take. We've got armor in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Bunch of armor coming in. And then we should have some stuff. No, the repair bay is still empty. Let's go ahead and advance 1 more day. And there are all of our damaged fighters. We've got maintenance on the Long Tom, which is trending upwards gradually, but not looking great overall. We've got some SRM4s have arrived, some armor has arrived, and we've got the Clint in less than 15 days. Now we've got the repair bay, we've got fusion engine needing to be fixed. We've got a regular aerotech with 255 minutes per day. We can do that on a 4. It's just going to take us 5 days. We've got green tech with 0 XP can do ammo. Knock all of those out real quick. We've got some heat sinks needing to be fixed. That's not a job for a green. We've got some armor needing to be fixed. We can actually have a green tech do those on a 5 or better in 90 minutes. That's not bad. How about we have Hanul Yi do some armor and hopefully become a regular aerotech at some point. This one, however, is not in as good a shape. That's going to take 920 minutes. We can have Ethan, I guess, start on that. Finish that tomorrow. We've got an 8. That'll come down to a 5 with extra time. That's still going to be 2.5 days. And for this one, we've got a 7. That'll be 5 times 3. So we'll go ahead and have Bernard knock that out tomorrow. We've got the Slayer needing some armor on 8s and 9s. Go ahead and just do all of that. 4. That's going to be a very, very long time. That's going to be 2 days for Hanul. We can do this on a 6. We got lucky. And we can do this on a 5. It's going to take at least another day. And finally, we've got the Transgressor. We can start working on that. It's going to be another couple of days before we're able to finish getting those back into fighting shape, but hopefully we've got a couple days before they need to see action again. Shouldn't be too difficult. We don't get a lot of AeroSpace missions. We did fail to fix the armor on the Stuka. Fusion engine and the other armor are going to be a bit. Clint is going to be another, it looks like 11 days, roughly. So what we got that can work on this Stuka? We've got 920 on 5. We should be able to knock that out tomorrow. We've got some heat sinks that can go in on, make those 4s, even though it's going to take a while. Get started on that. Everything's being worked on except for this last heat sink. We do here, do that on a 5, sure thing. Maybe we'll get lucky and not break it. Okay, it is Monday. The personnel market has been updated. We've got a regular AeroSpace pilot. That is a 3-5. That's actually not bad. How are we looking for AeroSpace pilots? Group by unit to shorten the list a bit. AeroSpace pilot. We do already have an elite, 2 veterans, and a regular already in planes, and we've got 2 greens on backup. Another regular as a backup would not be a terrible idea. All right, let's go ahead and hire Artur. And since he is a regular, we'll make him a lieutenant junior grade. But he doesn't get assigned to a unit yet. We did fail to fix the armor on the Stuka again. Needed a 5, got a 3. At least we didn't break anything. Flint will be done in 10 more days. What have we got here that we can knock out? Just this armor, and it's going to take a very long time. Have Ethan work on that for a couple of days. Still working on the engine, still working on the armor, still working on the heatsink. That's the heatsink, that's the armor, that's the engine, and that is everything. Okay, and Wednesday, we've got maintenance on a lot of things, actually. We've got Hoser's Ride. I still see a C and some D's, but I'm also seeing a lot of A's and B's, which makes me happy. We've got the Quick Draw, and that is barely trending upward. That Jump Jet, even though it's maybe we should have the Quick Draw on triple time instead of double. Maybe get some extra. Tamalika was at Tamalika. Already spending 420 minutes. Can I 2 times 3 on a heavy mech? I think a heavy mech is 75 minutes. Hanger. See what happens. We do times 3. Yeah, 495 minutes. So we're gonna have to reassign one of those. Who do we want to assign that to? I want to keep B free. Big Knock has a lot of XP, actually. I need a veteran. It's not gonna be Loney. It's not gonna be Veronica or Fred. It's not gonna be B. Let's go ahead and actually change that to times 4, and I guess give that to Ogiko. There we go. Extra maintenance time times 4 and assign to regular Ogiko. That way the net gain should be a -1 difficulty. So that should start improving at a better rate. C's and D's, yes. You might not recall, but when we first started this unit, we didn't have any elite techs or veteran techs. So yeah, everybody's quality dropped off pretty hard early on. We're recovering from that. But since some things are being particularly stubborn, especially these double heat sinks, which have a tech rating of E, which makes it more difficult to maintain them, they're not coming up as fast as I would like. Even though we are spending as much time on it, and we do have one of our best techs on it. There's literally nothing else I could do except for sacrificing one of our elite techs' time to work on it. And we only have 1 free elite tech. And I'd like to keep 1 free elite tech for putting on arms and things like that. So yeah, it's mostly A's and B's. I'm seeing more A's than anything else. But yeah, there are some parts of your mech that are not at showroom quality. That was the Quick Draw. The Jabberwocky is in state B. Speaking of which, overall, you are in a quality A ride. It's just there are some components of it that are in worse shape than that. Wyvern's Archer, double heatsink, trending downwards. I don't like that. Only thing we could do is give that to a veteran tech, but I don't know who I would give that to. Mobile Long Tom, trending upwards, but still seeing some Ds. APC, I don't care about that too much. The Pegasus, declining in quality. Maybe because we're only doing single time maintenance. Take a look at that. Go to maintenance time times 3, and that should be Amelia. Mechanic Amelia. Yeah, we're gonna have to reassign something. We're gonna have to give that to Hanlon, looks like. Alright. that way, yeah, Emilio's only spending 410 minutes a day on maintenance instead of the impossible 520 minutes that he was assigned. That was the Pegasus. Failed to fix the fusion engine after 3 days of trying. Rolled Snake Eyes, but at least gained an XP, which is enough to improve her battle armor tech, I think. Spend XP. Yeah, we could improve her battle armor tech, but I think what we need is a veteran aerospace tech. So that's a long ways off, but we'll work towards it. We did fix the armor and the heat sink, and the Clint is down to 3,840 minutes. So the only thing left is this engine. We'll have Lydia work on that, I guess. Wait, aerospace tech. No, we want Arthur. Arthur is new. We want, yeah, Lydia's the regular tech with the most time per day. So yeah, Lydia will work on that. That's going to be a few days, but hopefully we don't roll Snake Eyes again. Moving on to Thursday, the 28th. Maintenance on the Cronus, which is easy to maintain and therefore in pretty good shape, although I still see some armor in the D quality. Everything else looks like A's and B's. Double heat sink is C. Overall, pretty good. Deep in the quality A territory. We got some armor arrived, working on the engine. The Clint will be ready soon-ish, and that is post-roll if I recall. So that is an actual time estimate, not half of the time estimate. Moving on to Friday the 29th. Working on the engine, working on the refit. Armor has arrived. The 30th, day before Halloween. We've got maintenance on the Sholigar, no change there. Maintenance on the Dig King. Alright, we're seeing some A's. I like to see it. Still working on that engine, still working on the Clint refit. 5 more days on that. 360 down to 105. So 1 more day on the engine. More armor has arrived. Stuka maintenance. A's, B's, C's. I see a D or 2, but it's generally trending upwards. The Clint in 4 days. The engine. Let's see. Fix the engine. We did fix the engine. The Clint will be done in 3 days. We've been credited 25 million. We've paid out most of $1 million in salaries and overhead. The personnel market has been updated since it is a Monday. We've got a regular mech warrior, a 4/4 Mike Boone. We might just. How many mech warriors have we got right now? Because our limit, I think, is 24. That's not a hard cap, but that's a soft cap. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23. So yeah, we can afford 1 more mech warrior. We'll take a 4/4 pilot, sure. And since he's a regular, we make him a junior grade. So that is personnel market. Unit market is also updated. We've got eyes on another 8Q, awesome, but it's at a markup. We've got a Stalker 3H at 85% cost. The 3H has LRM-20s, but no large lasers. Has 20 heat sinks. 12, 12, so it can't quite fire the LRMs and the medium lasers without overheating. Well, including the combat computer, that's a total of 24 heat that it needs to sink just from the weapons, and it can sink 24 heat per turn unless it moves. I mean, if it moves, it'll go over 24 is what I mean to say. Then again, LRMs at long range, 12 plus 8 is 20, plus walking is or running is 22. It can fire all the long-range stuff without overheating. It can fire all the short-range stuff without overheating, but it can't do both. Not yet. Not unless we put some double heat sinks on it. For 6.5 million C-bills. That might be worth doing. We've also got an Archer 2K, which has large lasers instead of mediums. And LRM-15s instead of 20s. We've got the 2R Archer, which is classic. We've got the 6R Wolverine, which is the autocannon 5 version, which is not my favorite. We've got a Cataphract for 25% off. Has a PPC and an autocannon 10, which is nice. 16 heat sinks, so I don't have to worry about overheating. Yeah, this is not a bad looking mech, and it's not a bad price either. We've got a pair of Centurion 9As, an Enforcer 4R, which has the autocannon 10 and the large laser, which is not bad for a 50-tonner. And it is at a discount. I think we're going to splurge on some mechs. We're going to purchase the Stalker 3H. I'm going to purchase the Cataphract. And do I want the Enforcer as well? Go to the CTF, the Cataphract. Yeah, I like Enforcers. Their speed is more like a heavy mech, but their firepower is more like a heavy as well. And the armor is not terrible. Could be better, but it's definitely a good platform. We'll go ahead and purchase that as well. All right, so that's pretty much all the money we just earned being spent again, and we'll have 3 mechs within the next week. We need a medium mech. I mean, we have some medium mechs. Assassin Whitworth, Vulcan Hermes, trio of Phoenix Hawks, pair of Trebuchets, trio of Hunchbacks, Cronus Wolverine, Shadowhawk Wolverine. Do we need one? No. Do we want one? Yeah, I think we do. And I like the Cataphract as well. What can I say? I play this game like Pokemon. I have to collect them all. Lots of people have gained random XP. I wonder if... Oh, speaking of XP, I should have mentioned when I was... Oh, Bell gained a random XP as well. He was at 40. We're going to go ahead, since I haven't heard from him in a while, we're going to go ahead and get him the gunnery that I know he wants. We also have some guys with 20 XP, but they're all veterans, so they need 40. Who do we have? We've got a green doctor who just earned 10 XP, who can now become a regular doctor. Our green aerospace tech still is sitting at 9 though, which is a shame. Everyone else looks like they can't go up, except I'll bet we can get some infantry up. Yeah, we've got plenty of infantry who hit the 5 or 10 XP milestone, so they've got ability to go up. Gorilla. How's your XP doing? That is oh bother. You're oh yeah, I forget who you're playing as. Was it Scarponi? Scarponi is at 8. Earl Sinclair is at 6. Fred Jones is at 5. Vale is at 1, of course. Scarponi? Okay, yeah, Scarponi is at 8 XP, which means that you are 2 XP from being a veteran veteran pilot, excuse me. When you can bump your piloting up, and you'll get a random ability when you do that. Unless you want to keep saving up for gunnery, which I wouldn't blame you in this Warhammer, but piloting is also nice too. Yeah, I'm sorry I can never remember which pilot is yours. There's several of them, and it was right after you joined that I started implementing a rule where everyone had to have their call sign or their name was their handle, and maybe I should have done that a scotch earlier. Piloting first? Okay. Well, that's 2 XP away then, and then you'll be a veteran, become a lieutenant senior grade, and get a random ability. That's if we can pull another mission, which actually I saw. Special mission this month, Officer Duel, will occur on 10/07, which is in 6 days. So what details have we got on that? That's use the TO&E interface to deploy a single unit to this scenario. If we send a light mech, they're sending a Phoenix Hawk with a 5/5 pilot. You know what? I really want to see what happens if we do this. If we put you in this seat, you're up against a 4/5 and a Highlander 733. I'm not familiar with the 733. It has autocannon 10, SRM 6, LRM 20, pair of medium lasers. Yeah, I feel like you could take that with the Warhammer 6ml, and that would get you 2 XP, which is what you need to get that gunnery up. You down to take on a Highlander here at the end of the week? You bet. All right. Moving on to Tuesday, we've got the Clint refit in 2 days. Oh, someone must have arrived. There can be only one, indeed. Okay, so we've got the Enforcer has arrived. Let's go ahead and mothball that for the time being. Kazuko can work on that. We've got 4 days and 6 days for the other ones. So that's going to be day 1. Crosscut improved from C to B, even though I'm still seeing some D's. Nothing terrible. Von Luckner trending gradually upwards. Clint will be done tomorrow. The Enforcer's done being mothballed. Day 2. Clint is done being customized. Go to the hangar. Go ahead and yeah, we modified this Clint to have maximum armor, double heat sinks, and a large laser and 2 mediums. So we've improved its damage output. We've improved its survivability. We'll go ahead and put that in mothballs. We'll have Ethan Labrie do that. Let's see, day 3. We've got the Wolverine maintenance. I'm seeing, okay, D's that are written in green means those were E's. So we're bringing up the floor. We've still got the right leg at quality E. So Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It is not obsolete just yet. We've got the Slayer trending upwards by 3 points. Let's see. And this is day 4, was it? No, day 3. Where was it? Oh yeah. Maintenance on the Transgressor. Trending upwards. Nothing in the repair bay. 2 people in the infirmary. They're going to be there for a while. We've got C5 ammo. Needs to be repaired. I guess not. I don't know. We don't normally see repair bins or ammo bins in the warehouse. We've got the Stalker, needs to be mothballed for now. Unless, do we want to start customizing now? I want to put double heat sinks on it because there's nothing scarier than a Stalker with double heat sinks. We can drop 5 tons worth of heat sinks and still be heat neutral. Going so slow. We don't want to take from the back. Anything we want to add to the back. $54. All right, so 47. Okay. We still have 2 tons to play with. I'm thinking a couple medium lasers and call it a day. Get rid of ballistic and missiles. We want to throw on a couple of medium lasers. Then we need to assign some criticals. The double heat sinks are going to be a big part of that. Throw the medium lasers into the torso. Okay, we're not getting anything into the arms, it looks like. Unless we relocate some other stuff. We need 1, 2, 3. I think we're gonna have to make this thing either asymmetrical or oh, we could add case. That's definitely what we need to do instead of 2 medium lasers. Remove 1 medium laser. We'll put it in the center torso. That'll free up enough room in the side for other heatsink, I think. That's gonna be under other. We're gonna do this. Thinking like so. Double heat sink in the right arm. Sure, why not? And that's gonna take quite a long time. That's gonna be a couple of months before we even get the roll for it. Stalker 3H Mark II works for me. Let's go ahead and if it fires everything, it builds up 3 points of heat. That's not terrible. Let's find a green tech with no XP to get started on this. How about Ratnabala? We're gonna miss you because we're not gonna see you again for a long time. So then, do we advance today or do we need to deploy? No, we advance today. And we will go ahead and deploy. I just saw you said add case. Yeah. Good idea. Good idea. All right. Flatlands, Savannah, daylight, clear, and calm on a 20 by 20 map. We're deploying on the east. They're deploying in the west. It's going to be a wide open, so his jump jets aren't going to be a big deal. His armor is going to be a big deal. He outmasses us by 20 tons, but we out BV him by almost 200 points. Largely because we do have the better pilot at the helm, that 3.5 versus the 4.5. And the SPA with the edge is going to help too. Yeah, what kind of map are we looking at? Pretty much open fields. And there's nothing we can do about it. We've one initiative for deployment. Let's go ahead and turn isometric view back on. How about we start right here so we can get a good run up. All right, and we've lost initiative going into round 1 because he rolled boxcars. We'll go ahead. He's got an autocannon 10. We've got PPC, so we have him on range. Oh, he's staying at long range for both of us. All right, well, we've got 8s. We hit him in the right leg for 10. He's down to 28. He hit us with 12 LRMs. So round 1 goes to the Highlander. We took 10 to the left torso, down to 10 armor there, and 2 to the left leg, down to 26. Yeah, he's got more armor. We need to get into medium laser range. We need to get away from those LRMs. Let's go ahead and advance as quickly as possible. Oh, we're exactly 7 hexes away, so we're gonna get hit with some more LRMs. We've got 7s with the PPCs, 9s with the medium laser. We'll do 1 and 6. We hit him in the right arm with the PPC, hit him in the center torso and the right leg with medium lasers. He missed everything on 8s, 10s, and 6s. Took 20 plus damage, needs a 6 to stay standing, gets a 7. We're at 0 heat, he's at 3, so he's not going to be able to maintain that for long. We've won initiative, finally. And let's go ahead and get into small laser range, shall we? Yes. What do you need? You need 7s with everything. We need 7 with the PPC. Yeah, let's do 1 PPC. We'll do all the medium lasers on 5s. And we'll throw in 4 small lasers on 7s. So he hits us in the left arm with a medium laser and 4 SRMs splashing around. We've got him, we missed with the PPC, but we started a fire in his hex. We hit him in the left leg and the right leg with medium lasers, the left leg and the left torso and the right torso. All the smalls miss. He took 20 plus damage again, needs a 6, gets a 7 again. We're both at 4 heat. And we've won initiative. So what is he going to do? I don't think I want to get into melee range with him. His kicks do 18 points of damage. And even though we're more heavily armored than a stock Warhammer, 18 points is a buttload. So I think I want... Is it worth building up 2 heat to get to 2 hexes from it at a walk? Or do we try to get in and kick him? His legs are probably more damaged than ours. Yeah, we do 14 with a kick. We hit him with a medium laser first. You know what? Against my better judgment, that's going to be small laser range, so that's going to be a skip on the PPCs. That's going to be 7s with everything else for heat neutral. All right, he got us in the right torso with a medium laser, which is not much. We got him in the right arm, center torso, left torso, and head with medium lasers. His head with a 3-point cowl is only down to 7 armor, but he still needs to make a consciousness check. We've got small lasers to the center torso, and he finally falls, taking damage to his right leg critical, critting on a heat sink and his lower leg. So he's now going to be a 2-3-3 movement profile. And he take 5 to the right leg and 4 to the arm. Not bad. And he needs a 6 to avoid damage. Which means now we can kick him in the left side on a 5. We missed with Snake Eyes, but we didn't fall down at least. He is at 10 heat, we're at 0. But he has one initiative, he's 1 initiative, which means we have to go first. So we are... he's a 0-0-3. Oh, because he's overheating, and he's got a damaged leg actuator. He can't stand up. Let's go ahead and just stand still. He's not going to be able to hit us. We've got him with a 4 and a bunch of automatic hits. That's going to be everything but 1 PPC, puts us at 4 heat. We hit him in the center torso, the right torso, the left arm, right torso, and the right leg with medium lasers. Sorry, PPC to the center torso. Small lasers to the right leg, right torso, left arm, right leg internal, right arm down to 7. He fired an SRM-6 at us and missed. At least he's not overheating. We are going to kick him again on a 1 and get him in the left torso going internal. We are at more heat than him. He gains 4, sinks 12. Why did he only sink 12 heat? Is it okay, so now he's a 2-3-3, so he could potentially stand up and move 1 hex or turn 1 hex side. So we might be about to get bombarded, but we're going to stand still again. Okay, so nobody's kicking anyone this turn. We're hitting him on his right side, which is his, honestly, not his weak side. I mean, both of his sides are getting pretty weak. We'll skip the PPCs. We'll do all 6 mediums and all 6 smalls. And that puts us at -2 heat. We got him in the right torso 3 times, critting on one of his jump jets and down to 14 structure. We got him in the center torso, we got him in the left arm and the right leg again, critting on his upper leg and his hip. He is going down, my friends. Small lasers to the left leg, left torso internal, the head, down to 4 armor and second consciousness check, needs a 5, gets an 8. Small laser to the right leg, crits on his foot. So that is hip, upper, lower, and foot all gone from that leg. So he is useless. And I'm small to the right arm, down to 4 armor there. He hits us with 2 mediums to the left leg and center torso. And then he goes down on the right arm, critting on his shoulder and autocannon, and the right leg down to 6 structure, needs a 12 to avoid damage, needs a 7 to stay conscious. Can we make him eject? We're at 0 heat, he's at 6, and we've lost initiative. That said, he is prone with 1/2 movement. So if he's lucky, he can get up. That's going to be about it. Go ahead and walk. He tries to stand up. He falls on his back, which is his most armored part at this point. Taking 5 to the center torso rear and 4 to the left torso rear. Needs a 7 to avoid damage. Needs a 10 to stay conscious. Gets a 10. Oh, he needs to be thinking about ejecting at this point. We'll go ahead and skip the PPCs. We'll just do some crit seeking with these mediums and smalls. Actually, you know what? A PPC would only put us at 5 heat. We'll go ahead and do it. No gyro, prone. Oh yeah, we got him in the right torso ammo bin. Yeah, he was very lucky, right up until the point where his ammo went off and killed him. Because he was at 4 hits, and you take 2 from an ammo explosion, and 6 will kill you. Didn't even eject. Oh, and we also got his second autocannon 10 ammo bin. We got his LRM-20, left arm destroyed, arm blown off. That is game. We are at 5 heat. Utterly destroyed and not available for salvage. Well, that's a shame. I was kind of hoping to come into a Highlander. Yes, we controlled the battlefield. Yes, we were essentially undamaged, except for that left torso took some hits early on. No wounds. We did not kill the pilot, but Scarponi did get the kill on the Highlander. We've finished our objectives. I want to call that a decisive victory. That was 2 scenario victory points. Does that put us over? Oh no, we still have no victory points. I thought we had 1 victory point still. When did we use that? That said, Scarponi is now at 10 XP, which is what he needs to bump up his piloting, and he gains Sensor Geek. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, Kaboom is right. Dang, Sensor Geek. What is that one even good for? I know it's not great using the rules that we play by, but if it's completely useless, we'll re-roll it. Sensor Geek. -2 bonus on sensor checks. We are using inclusive sensor ranges, so that is actually... Wait, are we using inclusive? I don't think we are. Let me double check. We'll go MegaMek options. Search for sensors. Yeah, we are using inclusive sensor ranges. So the better you roll, the more range you get on your sensors. There's no complications beyond that. So Sensor Geek does actually give you a bonus to your sensors in this case. And it is a quantifiable bonus. So we're not going to allow the reroll, sorry. That said, I know sensors don't come up very often, but I think it also comes up for certain objectives where you have to scan units or buildings. And yes, Lieutenant Senior grade. Okay, well, let me go ahead and reorganize these guys the way I like them. Skill level and then roll. That puts you at the bottom of the veterans, but hey, you're still a veteran. 3-4 is nothing to sneer at. And we should have that in the repair bay, and oh, we've got it now. Let's go ahead and have Chris start working on that. Yeah, I'll have Chris start doing that. Or Fred Modry is actually closer to going up to elite. Oh, we lost 5 points of armor. We fixed that, we fixed that. Gained an XP up to 27. Okay, so that was worth it. We only lost 5 points of armor. The rest of it got used appropriately. No injuries. No, nothing. So yeah, November 7th going on to Monday, November 8th. Personnel market is updated. We've got an elite mech tech. If only we could hire you, but we can't because we don't have the leadership. We are playing by Mukai rules, or at least a version of it. But internal tech specialist and engineer. -2 on refit rolls. Well, that would be more useful if you weren't an elite tech. I hate to say it, we might have to get rid of a mech tech to make room for her. Time to fire someone, go for it. I'm just trying to think, is there anyone that we could repurpose? Could we give anyone else a new home in the unit? I'm thinking, I guess Salman is going to be it. We're going to turn him into a dependent for the time being. Because, well, even after we get another point of leadership, we're still kind of already at our max. We're in debt to the leadership gods, I guess. But yeah, we are going to hire Edeborg. We're going to make you a sergeant. And that is going to be amazing and good, because internal specialists get a bonus on replacing arms and legs and torsos and heads and things like that. So having an elite tech with internal specialist is hugely helpful, because then you don't have to spend times 4 time multiplier just to get that what is it, a 5 or a 6 with an elite tech. So we're gonna have you just chilling in the background for the time being, Salmon, and why are you not? Oh, I'm thinking I can't change the primary role of this person, Shihori, to Aerotech, I think because 9+ is not good enough. The only thing I can think of, because even a green tech has an 8+, that's an ultra green. So Shihori was a soldier, but I saw that she had Aerotech, so I made her a dependent. Hopefully, you know, to keep her from dying or anything in the meantime, before she can gain 1 more XP and improve Tech Arrow and become an actual Aerotech. So that's it for the repair bay. That's it for the personnel market. Stalker 3F, moving on up. Still have a double heatsink that's on the verge of breaking. It's quality F, and another one that's quality E, which is not great. We can keep those fixed, I think, for the time being. LRM carrier is dropping off pretty rapidly, actually. That's Ryan McAuliffe is working on that. Let's go ahead and set an extra time of ×3. Down to mechanic, Ryan McAuliffe. Yeah, you can afford that. Let's see, the Maxim is trending upwards at least. APC, I don't care about. Scavenger Mech, also improving in quality. Brenda Ball is working on the Stalker. It's going to be forever. New scenario, hostile facility will occur on the 11th. That's in 3 days. Alright, so what are we looking at as far as that goes? We've got a House Officer and a Wasp, which is going to suck. Oh, that's why we lost the victory point, because we were defeated. On this evacuate mission, I believe. The House Officer died, things went badly. We've also got some turrets on this mission, and we've got Panther, an Archer, a Rifleman, and a Marauder for the Op 4, none of whom is better than a 4/4 pilot, and that's in their Panther, of all places. Heavy Urban, High City, 30 by 30, daylight clear with a moderate gale, which will affect missile fire. Hostile controlled facility has been located. Oh wait, those are enemy turrets. LRM-5, single machine gun turret, SRM-6, and quad machine gun. Destroy the facility or extract assets from designated locations or capture. If we can destroy or rout 75% of all hostile units, that's going to be a challenge because only half of the enemy units are not part of the base. If we kill all of the Op 4 mechs, we'll go ahead and call the base captured because yeah, otherwise it's just going to be flat out impossible to destroy 75% of the opposing forces and leaving the base turrets intact. We'd have to destroy at least 2 of them to qualify for that objective. But that's not until the 11th, which is 3 days off. Repair bay is looking good, the infirmary is looking good, warehouse is looking good. Unmaintained unit. Is that... oh, the last mech has arrived, the Cataphract. Ooh, do we want to replace anyone with the Cataphract? Maybe this Rifleman? 2 larger than 2 autocannons versus a PC and an AC-10. 176 armor versus 200. Honestly, I think the rifleman is probably the superior unit. So we'll go ahead and mothball this. We'll have Ethan Labrie do that. So we've got what, 3 more days till the 11th. So we've got the Stalker, we've got the Cataphract mothballed, got the Stalker, and we've got artillery base hostile extracts is today. Deploy a force. That's gonna be Mariana Lance, because I really want Petra to gain 3 XP so that we can stop being in debt to the leadership gods. That was Mariana. No. Alright, Mariana is committed. The time is now. Go ahead and do this. We've got 1 reroll. I don't know if we're gonna use it. Check out this map first. A relatively small but dense map. So who's the big boy? We've got the Marauder 3R. 3R is standard basic Marauder, looks like. And an Archer 2K right behind that with the 2 large lasers and the 2 LRM-15. Rifleman 3N, basic standard rifleman, which is still only worth barely more points than this Panther, which is kind of shocking, actually. Do they have any SPAs? It looks like no. It looks like all their pilots are kind of terrible. This should be a relatively one-sided and pretty easy battle, but we'll see. We're deploying on the edge. They are deploying in the center. Alright, so the house officer is deploying first on our team, but that's going to be after some of the bad guys deploy. Okay, so we've got an Archer and a Panther in sight. Go ahead and turn isometric back off in case anyone gets onto any rooftops. Let's go ahead. Banshee with the 3 PPCs up here. And I want it taking back shots on this Archer from turn 1 if we can. Got the Atlas, I guess, is going to be, well, so far we only have eyes on 1 road. Let's put maybe one of our lower priority mechs and our faster, more maneuverable mechs over here and see if they've got anything down this road. They do not. That was a waste of time. Let's go ahead. We'll put the rifleman down here. Oh, and they've deployed their Marauder here. Let's respond to that with our SRM Archer down here. The SRMs kind of sort of ignore low profile. They're always doing 2 per hit. Rather than like a machine gun or a small laser gets rounded down to 1. We'll have the Atlas in 1603 very much and try to engage this rifleman. So we're kind of surrounding them. We've won initiative and we are in fact going last. Oh, what happened? What happened? Oh, the Archer advanced on the Wasp. The Wasp is going to get his head punched in, I predict. That's not a good time. We'll have Petra advance. We advance at a run. Do we advance at a walk? I think we're going to advance at a walk. Should we act surprised when you go last? I mean, we don't have that much of an initiative bonus right now. It's only a +1. So, I mean, I prefer to be pleasantly surprised by going last, for sure. Let's get into medium laser range of this rifleman. Go ahead and advance pretty much everyone up as fast as you can. Looks like we've got eyes on the Panther from here. I'm not sure how. That's a height 9 building. That's a height... Oh. Because our LOS just narrowly skips through that height 1 building. So he does have partial cover. We need a 5. Hope we can get that. Oh, we got snake eyes. So we took 6 damage, including 5 that would have hit the head, but instead gets redirected with edge to the left leg, down to 20 armor there. We take 9 damage from the skid to the center torso and the left leg again. So the left leg just went from 26 to 16 real quick. And we are not where we were trying to be. Trying to take shots on that Panther, and it's not happening. Oh, the rifleman must have ducked into this little alley here. So, do we have shots on the machine gun turret or the SRM turret? No, we don't. We have shots on the LRM turret. We do on 5s. Yeah, let's how strong is that building? 116. We're not gonna get any crits. Oh, too far. And a 4 because of the wind. Wyvern at the Marauder at long range needing 8s because of the gale. We'll hold off on firing everything. I don't want to go too hot on 8s. Yarvik, the LRM turret on 2s. We'll go ahead and fire some lasers. Enough to go up to 1 heat. Petra at the Archer on 9. I was hoping for better than 9. And the prone Wolverine has the Marauder on an 8 and 10s. And an 11 with the SRM. We might as well, though. We're not hurting for heat sinks on this thing. So the Marauder missing on 9s and 11s. The Wasp hitting the Archer in the right arm with a medium laser. The SRM 6 turret missing on 11s. Earl Sinclair hitting the building for 10, 18, 27 points of damage, down to 89 construction factor. Excuse me. Archer at the Marauder on 8s, landing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 SRMs, which is not great. I was hoping for more. 8s shouldn't have been that hard to hit. Should have hit with more than 3 out of 9. The Panther hitting the Wasp with 2 SRMs to the center torso and left torso, down to 4 armor in those locations. Large laser at the Hardened building doing from 89 to 68, so that's 21 points of damage. LRM 5 turret missing on 11s. The Banshee landing an autocannon 10 on the Archer's right arm for leaving him with 3 armor. And the Archer hits the Wasp in the head with a large laser, destroying it and killing the House Officer. I wish they would stop sending us in with like bug mechs that we have to protect. They always die on turn 1. And our Wolverine hits a glancing blow off the Marauder's left torso with a medium laser for 2. Physical attacks, I think we've got nothing. Our Archer is at 6 heat. We've got a couple guys at 1 heat. We've lost initiative. Let's go ahead and we'll advance at a run and 4 hexes, which is not how I like to roll. I like to do either 3 or 5 if you're going to walk or run. But I really want eyes on that rifleman. Wyvern will advance and take control of this intersection, and if nothing else, we've got eyes on a machine gun turret. Yarvik will also advance and try to get eyes on this Marauder, or at least pin it in. Petra, of course, also advancing. At a run this time, I think. And the Marauder has taken cover. We can get back shots if we can stand up on the first try. That is a move of 6 hexes, which is enough for 2 evasion tips. And we are, I believe, turning our back on the machine gun turret, but it's at long range, so I'm not too worried about that. Marauder needs a 5 for turning on pavement, gets an 11. Wolverine needs a 4 to stand up, gets a 7. Alright, this Rifleman on 5s, and it has, I don't want to say paper thin armor, but it has thin armor. We can throw in the large laser and still only be at 2 heat if we keep the LRMs silent, so we'll go ahead and do that. Wyvern is taking back shots from the Marauder on 8s. Ouch. I guess we're firing at the machine gun turret, which has a construction factor of 111. But only because we can't... Oh, we've got eyes on the archer, but that's on 8s. And again, that archer has us at a very good range. 7 hexes is perfect for his LRM. Yeah, we'll have the archer engage the other archer. Because I love a dash of irony in my battles. Yarvik at the machine gun turret, I guess, on 2s, or the SRM-6 turret, yeah. Yeah, the SRM-6 turret is definitely the priority. We'll go 2 larges and 2 autocannons. That puts us at 1 heat. Petra does not have eyes on the machine gun or the SRM-6 turret, or the machine gun turret, or the LRM-5 turret. So Petra has eyes on nobody, which is a shame because I really wanted Petra to get 2 kills this battle. Back shots on the Marauder on 7s with everything. That'll be heat neutral. Thank you very much. Alright, the Atlas hit the Rifleman, missing with the LBX. That's unfortunate. Large laser to the left torso, down to 7 armor. Medium laser to the right arm and right torso. To the left leg critical, getting his hip and his lower leg. The Rifleman is more than likely going down. Small laser to the left arm, SRMs to the left leg, arm, and torso. Down to 5 armor on that torso and 3 on the leg. The Marauder missing on 8s. The machine gun turret at Wyvern hitting him in the center torso and right torso. Our archer at their archer hits with 2 SRMs. The first one to the head, forcing his first consciousness check. 2 more to the right leg, left arm. 3 more to the right leg, right torso, and left arm. 3 more, 4 more, 4 more. See, that's more like what I like to see on 8s. That was a solid, what? Over a dozen missiles hit. That's half again what we got on the Marauder. And before you say, oh, but the Marauder has low profile, we didn't. That didn't come into effect the turn we fired on it. She can see the archer. Shoot, you're right. She could have. Oh, bother. I don't know how I missed that. The Rifleman returning fire at Earl. Hits him in the right torso with a medium laser. The SRM-6 turret hitting the Rifleman, our Rifleman, in the left leg, torso, and arm. Our Rifleman hitting Hex 1414, which was the machine gun turret. Hits it with 2 large lasers and 2 autocannon 5s. That's 26 points of damage. The Archer 2K hitting us with 9 LRMs to the left leg and right torso. Wolverine at the Marauder hits it in the center torso rear with a solid hit from the large laser, down to 2 armor. Medium lasers to the left arm and left leg and glancing off the right arm. And the LRM-5 turret missing on 10s. Archer needs a 7 to stay standing, gets an 8. Rifleman needs a 10, gets a 7, takes 5 to the left arm and 1 to the left leg. And needs a 10 to avoid damage, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 9. And that's going to be a kick from me, dog. That is not. Atlas kicked the rifleman in the right leg, down to 6 structure there. We're building up a couple points of heat. Their archer is down to 4. Their marauder is up to 6. We're at 98.5%. They're at 87.25. We've won initiative. Yeah. Let's see what they do. Alright, the archer is advancing on us. Go ahead and get to within 3 hexes of the archer. We'll lay into it with maybe a PPC, the LBX, and some mediums. Let's see. The rifleman can come over here and try to box in this marauder. Random guy, you're going to... Sorry, Earl, you're going to stand still and continue wailing on this rifleman. Wyvern, you can get in close on this archer and follow up on Petra's attack. And the marauder entered a height 4 heavy building and went prone, I'm assuming from falling through the rubble. Being a heavy building, that is going to be significant amount of damage reduction he's going to get. But we'll see if we can't do something about that. Rifleman needs an 8 to get up, gets a 12. Marauder needs a 5 for running and turning, gets a 6. Needs a 5 for running and turning, gets a 2. Takes 8 to the left leg and 3 to the right torso. Skids into the building, taking 8 to the right arm. And then the skid ends. Alright, first and foremost, let's wail on this rifleman some more. That's going to be, I think, pretty much everything again. That's going to put us at, it looks like, 2 heat again. Wyvern, you're waiting. Petra, you've got this archer on 7s. That's going to be a 1 PPC, a 6 for the LBX, 6 is for the mediums, 10 for the smalls, and a 7 for the SRM. That puts us at 1 heat. Alright, now we can follow that. Oh, we've got a Panther on our flank that I didn't notice before. We can get him on 3s. And probably hurt him significantly more than we would hurt the archer. Do we go up to 5 heat on 3s? Yeah, I think we go up to 5 heat on 3s. We've got this guy on 1s, or we've got him on 8s. Machine gun turret, that's the single machine gun turret. Not much of a threat. We'll go for Marauder after we torso twist, so we can get both arms in on the action. We've got large lasers on 8s, we've got a medium laser on an 8, got a pair of autocannons on 10s. We'll throw in the small laser on a 10 as well. We've got 4s with the Wolverine, 4s and 5s. Alright, the machine gun turret hits the Banshee in the right arm for 2. No big deal. The Marauder missing on 12s and 9s. Atlas at the Rifleman hits it in the center torso with the autocannon. Right leg takes a large laser hit, which destroys it, transferring into the right torso. Medium laser to the center torso, medium lasers to the right arm and right torso. Right torso again going internal. Left torso down to 0 armor, small lasers to the left arm. Down to 2 armor there. SRMs to the right arm times 3. Going internal. The left torso takes the medium laser out, center torso and right torso, critting on another medium laser. Okay, so that rifleman is now, let's see, legless and down his medium lasers. The SRM-6 turret landing 5 SRMs on the Banshee. 5 more SRMs on the Banshee. That's going to be a PSR. The enemy rifleman at the Atlas landing a large laser to the right torso and a medium laser to the right leg. Banshee at the Archer hits it in the center torso with a PPC, left leg with an LBX, medium lasers to the left torso times 2, medium laser to the left arm, small laser to the right arm going internal. 3 SRMs to the center torso, left arm, critting on his hand, leaving him with 10 structure. The single machine gun turret missing the rifleman on an 8. The Panther hitting Wyvern in the left torso with his PPC, and 2 SRMs to the right torso and center torso. Wyvern at the Panther hitting it with 3, 6, 9, 11, 14, 16, including a head hit, 19, 22, 24, 26 SRMs. The left torso is down to 0 armor. Left arm is down to 4 armor. Right leg is down to 2 armor. Right torso is internal, critting on a heat sink. Yeah, we tore that Panther up something fierce. The LRM-5 turret missing on 9s. The rifleman, our rifleman, hitting the Marauder in the right arm for 1 with a large laser. Center torso for 1 with a large laser. And a small laser to the center torso, suffers no damage. I thought they fixed this bug. The glancing blow reduces the damage of the small laser to 1 point, and then that 1 point of damage is applied to the building that protected the Marauder from, well, I guess it's different from partial cover, because it's a damage reduction, not damage negatement. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how it's programmed. Archer hitting our Archer in the right arm with a large laser. Our Wolverine at the Marauder hits it in the right torso for 1. Hits it in the left torso for nothing. Medium laser misses, hits the building. Medium laser hits the right leg, but it takes no damage. 2 missiles hit. It's down to 29 structure. Maybe we can knock it down and make it fall on him. Wyvern needs a piloting check for taking 20 plus damage. Needs a 4, gets a 7. Petra needs a 5, gets a 7. Panther needs a 6, gets a 4. Takes 2 to needs a 6, gets a 2. Takes 4 to the left arm. Needs a 6 to avoid damage, gets the 6. The Archer 2K also falls, taking 5 to the center torso rear and 2 to the right arm, critting on his shoulder and upper arm. Needs an 8 to avoid damage, gets a 10. Rifleman automatically falls, takes 5 to the right arm, down to 4 structure. Takes 1 to the right torso, down to 9 structure. Needs a 16 to avoid damage. Needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets an 8. We're going to go ahead and kick the rifleman in the back for 20 points of damage. We can't punch the Panther because he's prone, but we can kick the Archer in the back on a 1 for 14. Yarvik does not have a melee target, neither does Petra. But the Wolverine can kick the Marauder. Or no, can't kick the Marauder. Can only kick the building for 12. Atlas kicks the rifleman in the right torso rear, destroying it and blowing off his right arm, transferring into the center torso and critting on his autocannon 5 ammo, which then blows up and takes out the rifleman. Rifleman pilot takes 2 damage, needs a 7 to stay conscious, needs a 10, gets a 3. Ejects while unconscious and prone, needs a 13, gets a 7, takes 3 more damage and kills the pilot. Wyvern kicks the enemy Archer in the left torso rear, critting on one of his LRMs and leaving him with 6 structure. And then the Wolverine kicks the building for 12, leaving him with 17 structure. Wyvern is at 5 heat, Rifleman is at 4 heat, Atlas is at 2, Banshee is at 1. Their Panther is at 2, the Archer is at 1, the Marauder is at 0. We're at 96.5%, they're at 62%. Alright, is it time to wail on this machine gun turret, or maybe the SRM-6 turret? Or do we just walk and try to be evasive and control this this intersection here? I think that's the move. I only wanted Petra to get a kill, but I don't know if that's going to happen now. Yarvik can come up here on this machine gun turret, which has a construction factor of 116 for a single machine gun. That's insane. We can turn forward and we can move forward and then turn around. Oh, the Panther turned its back on us? Why? Is it trying to retreat? It walked to 0, but it stood. Did it take more than one try to stand? Not sure. Let's see. Wyvern can step into this alley here. Wait, we're overheated. We're at 3-5 now. Let's do that at a walk. Marauder hasn't gone yet. No, the Marauder did not move. So yeah, we'll go ahead and stand still. Archer also looks like it only stood. Walked to 0. We'll stand still. Panther needed a 4 to stand up, got a 9, so I don't know why he didn't move further. Archer needs a 6, gets a 5, takes 7 damage to the left torso rear, destroying it and blowing off his left arm, transferring into the center torso rear, which has 2 armor now. Needs a 6 to avoid damage, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 10. And then on his second attempt at standing, he needs a 6, gets a 9, and successfully gets up. We will go ahead and start with Banshee, Petra. We'll start with 1 PPC, the LBX, and a slew of medium lasers, a pair of smalls, and the SRM to make us heat neutral. Random guy is taking shots from the Marauder, of all things. That Marauder's still in pretty decent shape, aside from the left leg, it looks like. And he's not taking a lot of damage while he's in this building. We could fire on the LRM-5 turret, that might be more effective. Needs 68 damage, we can do 18, 28, 38, 43, 3, technically up to 63. It's not going to be enough to destroy it, but maybe we can disable it this turn. Wyvern will continue unloading on this Panther on 3s. And we'll go up to, I think, 5 heat. Yeah, we're getting back shots on him now. I don't think we need to go higher than 5 heat armor. Legs in particular. Right arm is still holding. Legs are looking pretty rough. Yeah, we'll go up to 5 heat for that. Let's see, Yarvik at the Marauder on 6s. And it's actually, you know what? Since we're not going to hit the Marauder for really anything, we're just going to collapse the building. And we can do that on 1s and 3s. Wolverine, Marauder on 1s. I saw the building turn to rubble. Machine gun turret at the Atlas hits it in the right leg. Would have been the head, but we had edge. Let me point out how important edge can be for resisting head hits. That goes to the right leg. Machine guns to the left arm and right leg again, down to 32 armor in both of those locations. SRM-6 turret hits with 8, 14, 18 SRMs on the Banshee, including what would have been a critical hit to the leg, but again, edge. Banshee at the Archer, missing with the PPC on a 4, got Snake Eyes. LBX to the right torso, medium laser to the right arm, critting on his laser. Medium lasers to the right leg, center torso, right leg, right torso, since his right arm is now destroyed. Right torso down to 0. Center torso down to 7. SRMs to the left torso, center torso, left leg, center torso, right torso, critting on his LRMs. The Marauder at the Atlas, landing a medium laser to the right arm. The machine gun turret at the Rifleman, landing a hit to the center torso. Atlas at the LRM turret, hits it with the LBX, does not get the crit. Large laser hits the ammo, which destroys the turret completely and the building it was in. Panther at Wyvern hits him in the left leg with a PPC. Archer at the Panther hits the left torso rear twice. The right arm, the head, needs a 5 to stay conscious. The head again needs a 7 to stay conscious, gets a 5, blacks out. More SRMs to the left leg and right arm, down to 0 armor on that arm. Right leg is down to 0. Both arms are down to 4 structure. Center torso rear is down to 5. Left arm is down to 2 structure. Right arm is down to 2 structure. Right arm is destroyed. There goes the PPC. He's down to an SRM 4. Right leg is down to 4 structure. Left arm destroyed. Center torso rear, double critting on the engine. Not only is his main weapon gone, but he's effectively only dissipating 3 heat per turn now, because I believe he's got 13 heat sinks. Unless one of them was in his arms, in which case he's hurting even more. LRM 5 turret missing on 9s. The Rifleman at the building the Marauder is in, hitting it with enough to destroy the building. The Wolverine at the Marauder, hitting it in the left torso for 6. Hitting it in the left arm for 3. Hitting it in the left torso for 3. Hitting it in the left leg for 3. SRM's ineffective. The building collapses on the Marauder, hitting it for 7 points to the left arm. Our Banshee needs a 5 to stay standing, gets a 9. The Panther automatically falls because the pilot is unconscious, taking 4 to the left leg, and hitting the pilot for his 4th hit, her 4th hit, excuse me. Let's see, the Archer 2K needs an 8 to stay standing, gets a 2. Takes damage to the center torso and left leg, down to 20 structure on that torso. Needs an 8 to avoid damage, gets a 9. Wyvern. We kick the Archer without risk of destroying it. I think we can. Garvik can't punch or kick. Petra is not going to punch or kick. And Wolverine is going to kick the Marauder on a -1 for 12. The Archer kicks the Archer in the left leg, blowing the leg off. Wolverine kicks the Marauder in the right arm down to 11 structure. The Panther is now at 12 heat. Much more he's going to have to worry about cooking off his ammo, but he's going to start dissipating heat at a rate of, what, 2 per turn now? Because he's unconscious. Wyvern is at 5 heat. Yeah, this is at 4. Rifleman is at 3. We've lost initiative, but we're at 94%. They're at 32%. So yeah, this is turning out to be fairly one-sided. Random guy is going to wait for the Wolverine to move. Petra, let's go ahead and back up. We've got long-range weapons on this thing, so 3, 4, 5, 6. That's still short range for everything. Hit it in the center torso a couple times, should finish it off. Garvik will advance to here. Let's Wolverine. Jump in. Not jump behind the Marauder. These buildings are too high. all these buildings are too high, dang. Except for this one, which has a structure of 75. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That way, a random guy come in here with 4. He falls. Oh, the archer either destroyed itself or ejected. Archer ejects, needs a 20 to for the piloting check, gets a 10, takes 5 damage, killing the pilot. Atlas needs a 4, gets a 7. Marauder needs a 6, gets a 4, takes 5 to the center torso and 3 to the left torso. Needs a 6 to avoid damage and fails. Needs a 3 to stay conscious. Marauder needs a 6 to stay standing in rubble, gets a 6. Alright, let's continue wailing on this Marauder. We need 5. Go ahead and let's skip one of the mediums. We'll go with small and the SRMs, that 3 key, which is acceptable. Let's go ahead and finish off this Panther, might as well. But it's not worth building up heat to do it. Yarvik at the Marauder on 5s. And 8s, we'll throw that in. And we'll throw in another 5, because we can. Petra at the machine gun turret, yeah. Go ahead. We'll do PPC, autocannon, LBXs, or PPC, LBX, medium lasers, and the SRMs. Wolverine at the Marauder on 5s. With everything to be heat neutral. Alright, Atlas at the Marauder hits a glancing blow to the right leg with the autocannon. Large laser to the center torso, medium lasers to the left arm, right leg, right arm, SRMs to the right arm and center torso. Marauder at the Atlas, hitting him in the right arm with a PPC on a 9. Medium lasers to the left torso and right leg. Autocannon 5 to the left arm, also on a 9. Nice rolling. Wyvern at the Panther, hits it with 4, 7, hits him in the SRM ammo. The Panther is no more. Machine gun turret at the Wolverine, hits it in the right arm for 2, twice. Rifleman at the Marauder, hits it in the center torso with a large laser. Autocannon 5 to the center torso, small laser to the right leg. Armor is getting thin in both of those locations. The Banshee at the building hits it with, looks like just about everything. Except the small laser, it looks like, rolled snake eyes. That building is down to 55 structure. Wolverine at the Marauder hits it in the right torso with a large laser, down to 3 armor there. Medium laser to the left arm, medium laser to the right leg, critting on his lower leg actuator, down to 12 structure. SRMs to the left arm, right torso, center torso, and right leg, critting on his upper leg and a heat sink. Machine gun turret at the Rifleman, hits him in the back for 2. Atlas took 20 points, needs a 6, gets an 8. The Marauder needs an 11, gets an 8, takes 5 to the center torso and 3 to the left leg, critting on his hip and his lower leg. Needs an 11 to avoid damage, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 6. Yeah, let's just go all in on the kicking spree. We need a 3 there. Need a 0 there. Alright, kicked him in the left torso for 20, destroying it and blowing off his left arm, critting on his ammo and blowing up the Marauder. The Rifleman follows that up with a kick to the left arm, which does nothing. And that is everything but the turrets, which was, like I said, going to be our victory conditions. Of course, we saved the salvage. We did control the battlefield, yes. Pretty much everyone was undamaged. The Atlas took some armor damage. Wyvern took some armor damage. Rifleman took a little bit of armor damage. Banshee took a fair bit of armor damage, and the Wolverine also. This sort of Wolverine got away scot-free, unscathed. Well, no one got hurt because Edge, machine gun turrets, all technically escaped. The Archer, which is inoperable, missing a cockpit, missing a left torso and a right arm. Left leg is blown off. We might as well just sell that. Pick up a couple million C-bills. Didn't capture those. The Wasp was not one of our guys. The LRM turret we did not kill. Pilots we didn't kill. The Archer. Do we give the Archer to Petra? I mean, she didn't get the kill. It did eject before she was able to do that. But she did put the most hurting on it, I want to say. Is it fair to say she got the kill? Or am I just wanting to give her the XP? I mean, she needs it. Petra, yeah, for Petra? Okay. We'll go ahead and give her the XP for that. We did not preserve the Wasp. We did force a withdrawal of everything. We did not preserve 100% or 50% of the Wasp. Oh, did he? Okay. As far as forcing withdrawal of the facility, we did not destroy the facility. Yes, we destroyed the LRM-5 turret. We extracted the assets from the other 3. We preserved 3 of the turrets. Facility remains intact. Facility captured. Yes, we captured it. Yeah, the LRM turret had the ammo explosion. I believe that was Earl. So yeah, I appreciate you pointing that out. I was ready to skip that. It slipped my mind that we had destroyed one of the turrets, actually. I was thinking the only building that got blown up was the one the Marauder was in. Okay, and we can call that, I think, a decisive victory. What does that do to the campaign state? We now have a victory point, which is crucially important. We needed that. Let's see. Repair bay is going to be a day or 2 before anyone shows up. We did get 2.2 million C bills, Comstar bills, for the Archer that we salvaged and sold. The infirmary still down 2 patients. Hangar. Got some guys damaged, but not too bad. Alright, moving on to November 12th. The only thing we've got going on is that Stalker refit. Moving on to the 13th. Everyone shows up. We'll have... Who's our green tech with the least XP? That's Ethan with 8 points. We'll have him do all the reloading. We're going to need SRM-6 ammo, and I'm pretty sure we're going to need SRM-4 ammo. Oh yeah, we're going to need SRM-4 ammo badly. We're down to 30 shots. Ammunition. Let's go detail and then name. Where's the SRM ammo? SRM2 ammo, we have 60 shots. Let's go ahead and buy 50 more shots. We've got SRM4. We don't have SRM4 ammo. We don't have SRM6 ammo. We're gonna have to do this the hard way under purchase parts. Alright, yeah. SRM4 ammo, we're gonna want let's go ahead and say 6 tons of that. Should give us 150 shots. On the SRM6 ammo, let's go ahead and buy, let's see, 15 shots. 6 would be 90. Let's go ahead and go 7 tons so that we can get 100 shots. Is our administrator at 40 yet? No, that's Giovanna is only at 28. Hopefully we can see that starting to go up soon. Now we've still got some armor we need to work on, and we were gonna have Fred Modry do that. He's closest to being an elite. Uh, 65, 75 minutes, that's bigger jobs. We'll have Susan knock that out. Ooh, or not. Where did Fred Modry go? We'll have him knock out the little jobs. Banshee. We've got a couple little jobs here for Fred. 40 minutes or less. That still leaves us with 85 minutes. And 15 of tomorrow's minutes working on the archer. Alright, now these bigger jobs, we can give that to people like Veronica, who has 20 XP as well. Where did Veronica go? There she is. On a 5 and on a 4. Alright, so Saturday going into Sunday, we're pretty much all fixed up. Maintenance on the Marauder 5A. Yeah, okay. Nice. Fix the armor on Wyvern's Archer. Ratnabal is still working on the Stalker. It's going to be forever. We're going to have a bunch of SRM ammo showing up here in the next few days. And we go through more SRM ammo than any unit I've ever played before. The repair bay is down to just one warehouse. Do we have anything busted in the warehouse? Nope, just that ammo bin. Giovanna Alexander's up to 28 XP. Alright, moving on to Monday. Personnel market is updated. We've got a jump platoon soldier. We need a jump platoon. Yeah, we could use a jump platoon. I wish it was laser or SRM, but we'll take what we can get. That unit. Platoon. We can change the force icon now to actual formation of 4. And then we go into personnel, we ungroup by unit. Come down here to the soldiers. That was jump platoon, right? Go skill level, and then unit assignment. F, E, H, J should be done this way. Did I miss it? Yep, there they are. Okay, so Stacy Cherry is going to be our sergeant for this unit. Everyone else is going to be a private. Okay. A bunch of ammo has arrived. Working on the stalker refit. New scenario: Assassinate will occur in 2 days. And that is, we've got a Federated Commonwealth House Officer, 3-4, and an Enforcer. We've got a primary Op-4, a Vedette, and a pair of SRM carriers, both with 5-6 pilots, and a Tokugawa. We've got a designated enemy target that is a Locust. That's going to be difficult. We've got allied artillery on the board in the form of a mobile long tom and 3 thumpers. In a wooded field, in a wooded map, 25 by 25 Lorraine de Glace. Carpathize, hey, how's it going? Yeah, you've already missed 2 missions. I'm about to get into the 3rd. I'm doing quite well today. Like I said, we've just finished 2 missions. Mr. McGorilla, aka Scarponi, took on a Highlander in his Warhammer in this special mission officer duel, and won quite handily, which was enough to put him up to a veteran pilot status. Unfortunately, his randomly generated SPA was Sensor Geek, which is less than useful most of the time. And then we just finished extracting a bunch of supplies from an artillery base. That went relatively well as well. No major damage to anyone. I was trying to get Petra some more XP, but she didn't get any kills. Other than that, I've just been doing repairs and maintenance on stuff. We did hire a new elite mech tech, which is exciting. Edeborg. We did have to get rid of one of our existing mech techs to make room, but since the rules don't say we can't, we turned him into a dependent. Just so we could hold on to him for when we had more leadership. So that was fun. And now we've got a 3rd mission coming up, which is this here Assassinate mission, where we are trying to catch and kill a Locust. And if we can make him fall down, he's gonna have a devil of a time getting back up. Married him off? Oh, the dependent? Salmon? Technically not a spouse to anyone at the moment, but I mean, could happen. Let's see, what else? We just added some infantry to our roster as well. Oh wow, it's already 1 hour and 49 minutes into the stream. I didn't realize it was almost over already. So do we send... what lands do we send? I'm thinking Tonga Lance has the most maneuverability. But I want to get Petra up to leadership 3. Like, now. I've been trying to for a long time, it feels like. And we do have the Wolverine in this lance. So I guess that's going to be Mariana again. I mean, it's only been 6 days since their last mission, but they didn't take really much loss. That'll happen on the 17th, so that is day after tomorrow. The repair bay is still good. Personnel is still good. Oh yeah, we also bought a Stalker 3H and we're working on putting double heat sinks and case in it. But that's just going to take forever. The Orion maintenance is looking pretty good. Hostile force detect. Do we need to deploy today, or is that something we'll wait till tomorrow? That'll wait until tomorrow. Assassinate is today. Maintenance on the Rifleman 4N. Looking pretty good. I'm seeing mostly A's and B's, couple C's, and a D and an E. Yeah. So that'll be Mariana Lance again. We do it here. All right. So against relatively light forces, we've got primary op 4 is a pair of SRM carriers, but they're not good shots, so it's less scary. That Locust, the main thing is just going to be catching the. Why are you there? Not be there. Okay, yeah. The main thing is going to be keeping that Locust from getting off the field. It might be easier said than done. Oh, there. Sorry, our Enforcer has natural aptitude piloting and cluster hitter. Why are these? Wait, what's the weather like? Why are all these people going to die right away? Oh, it's an F4 tornado. Shall we re-roll that so that we actually have a mission? Okay, yeah, clear, calm, and no fog. We can work with that. Yes, that was something about a tornado that you saw, but we oh wow, that's actually a really cool map. Not generated. Want planetary. And that is we rerolled that to calm. Because otherwise all of the tanks were just going to evaporate. So the Locust is our primary op 4, or is our, excuse me, designated target. Go ahead and let's just make him straight red, make him stand out a little bit more. And we're starting in the northwest, they're starting in the southeast. What's to stop him from just turning around and getting off the southeast edge? We've lost initiative quite badly, it seems. And also, we have very limited spaces that we can deploy to. Being just a single row of hexes here, a single row of hexes here, well, almost 2 rows, and then these 6 hexes here. Those are our choices. Let me start with the Wolverine. Starting there, I think. Start with the Atlas, say right here. Maybe try to step forward and take some cover over here, or or we could cut this way and try to take cover over here. I think that might be the move. Let's see, the Archer is a short-range combatant. We'll start here and cut across this way. We'll have the Rifleman start here as well. And Petra needs the XP more than anyone, is going to start here and try to make her way to here. And be able to find someone. Alright, we've one initiative going into round 1, but we are going first within our team. We've got Thumper and Long Toms landing in 1 turn. Random guy, sorry, Earl, you were moving this way. Wyvern, you were moving this way. This way. Petra, you were moving this way. Marine, this way. Enforcer jumps into the bogged down train and gets stuck. Because of course he did. Got eyes on nobody, blocked by terrain. We've got eyes on a Locust, on 11s. We'll take it. Got the Vidette on 13s, or is that going to be 11s? That's going to be 11s. We'll take a pair of 11s. Oh, that was our Enforcer that got stuck. Dang, of course. 13 or 10. We'll take a 10. We're probably not going to hit, but it's worth taking the shot. Tokugawa missing his autocannon 2s on 9s. The archer at the Locust landing an SRM to the right arm. The rifleman missing on 11s. The vedette missing on a 10. The Wolverine missing on a 10. Nothing much doing round 1. We've lost initiative, but at least we're going after our house officer. Numbers will all land next turn. We'll do that. Wait, where do you think you're going? Needs a 2. Sure. Wolverine, I think, can jump to here. Yeah, that gives us the SRM carriers at medium range. That's important to me. Wolverine, oh, dang, I jumped into bogged down terrain this time. Well, that's a bummer. Terrain taking a bunch of damage, everything else scattering off the board. We've got eyes on a vedette on 11s. Sure, we'll go ahead and try that. Wyvern at the Locust on 9s. Better than we had last turn. We go up to 5 heat on 9s? I don't think we do. Let's see. We've got Yarvik. We've got 12s on the Tokugawa. We've got 10s and 12s on the Tokugawa. We've got 12s and 14s on the Locust. Let's go for that Tokugawa if we can. Start with the larges. Even though they're not gonna hit, we might as well try. Petra at the Locust on 11s. If either one of these hits, it's gonna be worth it though. The Wolverine, who is now stuck at SRM carrier number 68 on 8s and 12. Alright, the Enforcer missing on 12s, the Atlas missing on 11s, Wyvern landing a glancing blow off the Locust's right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, left arm, down to 0 armor on that arm. Tokugawa hitting the archer with an autocannon 2 to the right leg and 4 SRMs to the arms and torso. Rifleman missing on 12s, landing a 10 on the right side. Banshee missing on 11s, Wolverine missing on 8s and 12s, the Vedette hitting Wyvern in the right torso with an autocannon 5. We're at 2 heat with a Wyvern, we're at 2 heat with the Wolverine, everyone else is running cool. We've actually won initiative this time and we're going last. Thumpers all landing next turn. Random guy. We're moving forward. Rifleman likewise will be moving forward. Wyvern will advance on this Vedette where we can get a kick in if nothing else. Petra will advance to the south. What kind of terrain is this? That is pavement. We can jump on there without getting stuck, and we can see the Locust from there as well. That's the move. Long Tom artillery hits the SRM carrier in the right side, immobilizing it, stunning the crew, and costing it half of its movement points. And immobilizing it again. The other thumpers all ineffective. Alright, we've got possible shots on the SRM carriers, but we got a 12 on the Locust. Might as well take it. We've got 4s. Oh no, we've got 5s on the Locust. That is all in. We'll go up to 5 heat to demolish this Locust this turn. Got the SRM carrier on 7s. Where is he weakest? That was the left side, right? That was the right side on both of them. It's going to be large laser, and a pair of autocannons. And if any one of them hits, that'll do it. Petra at the other one, maybe? On 6s. But we can't hit the right side, unfortunately. But maybe we can get a kill. That's worth an XP. That's all we really need. Wolverine, I guess at the Tokugawa on 5s and 7s. Putting us at 4 heat. Alright, the Tokugawa hitting us with 2 SRMs, but not hitting us because those legs are behind cover. The Enforcer missing on 6s, the Atlas missing on 12s, the Wyvern, our Archer, piloted by Wyvern, hits the Locust in the right arm, the head, center torso, head, right torso, right torso, left arm destroyed, center torso, right leg, head again, that's 4 hits to the head in one volley, forcing him to black out. Right torso destroyed, left torso down to 3 armor, no left arm remaining, left leg down to 4 armor. Rifleman at the SRM carrier hits it in the front and the left side, and finally the right side destroying it. The Vedette at the Archer, hitting it in the right arm with a machine gun. Banshee at the SRM carrier hits it in the left side, costing it a movement point. Locust at the Archer, hitting it in the right arm and left torso and right leg, with a medium laser and 2 machine guns. Wolverine at the Tokugawa, hitting it in the right side with the large laser, the medium laser, hitting it in the turret with a medium laser, and SRMs down the right side, costing it plenty of movement points, causing the SRM-6 to malfunction and stunning the crew. Locust falls, takes 2 to the left arm, which transfers into the left torso, and causing a 5th point of damage to the pilot. So they're now going to need 11s to wake up. We are going to kick this Vedette on a 4 to the left side, costing it some minor damage to the motive system. Let's see. We've got Wyvern at 5 heat. We've got the Wolverine at 4. Everyone else is running cool at 0. We're at 99%. Designated target is at 36%. Primary out4 is at 47%. Let's see if we can wrap this up just real quick. Random guy will continue advancing. Yarvik will also continue advancing. Petra will continue advancing. That's going to be a lot of artillery incoming next turn. But we'll go ahead and get to close enough to kick the Tokugawa. We can always fall back next turn. We're also medium laser range from the Vedette. The Locust is not going to wake up. And when it does, he's got no arms. So I think what we're going to do actually is we're going to sneak up on this here immobile SRM carrier and finish him off. Long Tom hits for a lot of damage. Terrain. Thumpers hit for a lot of damage to the terrain. Random guy at the Locust. Can we hit him? Yeah. We can hit him on a 5 with all that. Let's go with the LRMs on a 6. LBX on a 5. And then what else have we got? We've got this SRM carrier actually. We've got him on 6s as well. And for him, we want to hit that right side. Now, I was not anticipating taking out this SRM carrier with the Atlas when I moved Wyvern way down here. But, well, we might as well save our ammo. He's going down. On 5s and 6s. And 6s. No, not firing on an automatic failure. We are saving our ammo though. We've got the Tokugawa on 7s or the Vedette on 9s. Let's go for the Tokugawa. And we'll throw in some medium lasers as well on 9s. We've got the Vedette on 6s. That's just a 2 heat. Alright, the Atlas hits the Locust in the left leg with LRMs twice, transferring into the left torso, transferring into the center torso. I'm sorry, not transferring into. Transferring to the left torso, and then hitting the center torso. LBX misses. The medium lasers hit the SRM carrier and destroy it. Rifleman also hits the SRM carrier Banshee at the Tokugawa, hitting the fuel tank and causing an explosion there. Kaboom. Wolverine at the Vedette hits it in the turret, hits it in the rear, immobilizing it, hitting it in the rear again and the front. The Vedette missing the Banshee, the Enforcer missing the Tokugawa. The pilot of the Locust almost wakes up, needs an 11, gets a 9. We're at 99%, primary out4 is at 8%, designated target is at 10%. I'm thinking this will be the last round here, and then we'll go ahead and wrap that up. Wyvern can go ahead and move here. Perfect. Here. Petra can move here. Wolverine can jump to this pavement hex here. Alright. Thumpers hit the terrain, do not much good. We've got the Vedette on 4s and 5s. Actually, you know what? I want Petra to fire first. On 3s, heck yeah. And we're going for that left side. 3s and 5s, and we'll throw in an SRM just to put us at 5 heat. Just for a finishing touch. We've got the Locust on 5s. Oh, not a 13. 5s and 4s. Got the Archer at the Locust on 0s. Got Yarvik at the Locust on 7s. And the Wolverine has Locust on 9 for the head. Yeah, try that. I'll throw in the SRMs to put us at 4 heat. Alright. Petra hits the Vedette in the front, hits it in the left side, destroying it. So that is a kill. That is hopefully, should be, enough XP to put her over the top for that point of leadership. Cluster ammo at the Locust missing on a 5, landing 20 LRMs to the left torso, hitting the ammo, and destroyed by pilot death. And everything else after that is moot. Team 1 has achieved all victory conditions. Let's save our salvage. We did control the battlefield. Nobody took hardly any damage at all. Nobody was hurt. The Vedette ransomed up for 57,000 C-bills. No big deal. We captured Risa Hatlin of the Vedette. we did not kill the pilot. Oh, Petra got a kill on the Tokugawa. I forgot to count that. Yeah, that's definitely gonna put her. Right. We preserved the Enforcer. We did, though. And I think we can call that a decisive victory as well. Alright, and with that, we've already run on a little long. Let's go ahead and save it here. We'll call it a night. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I hope everyone here has had as much fun as I have. Certainly was a pleasure getting all 3 battles in one night. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.